still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Irving for three, and he's good on the three ball. Irving's got 10 points.
And shooting better from three-point range here in the second, but overall still struggling right around 30% from beyond for the game.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Anthony Davis third.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Shoutout sa you, Lods. Christian Dave Ortembach. Salamat sa follow.
But they get it back. Goes up again. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big
Shoutout sa you, Lods Romsky and Cub. Salamat sa like.
The Lakers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Shoutout sa you, Lods. JP Mentian Panganiban
No
2.
wasted trips
Salamat
at
sa
all.
like.
They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Harden the pass to Durant. Green with a screen on Kuzma. It's Durant with the drive. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Shoutout sa you, Lods. Mark Joseph de Guzman.
Passes it to James.
Salamat sa like.
Out to Kuzma. Lets it go with a 3. And it's James missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to KD. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. They led by as many as 18 points. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And here's LeBron outside. Buries it from three-point range. LeBron's got 8 here in the quarter.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
James against Irving. Outside Durant. Puts up a 3. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. Coming off a terrific season. First in assists. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Irving attacking. And the layup is good. Irving's got 12 in the game.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
LeBron outside. Kuzma with the screen for LeBron. Kuzma outside. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. It's good from long range. Kuzma's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, Kuzma superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range too.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Kentavious Caldwell-Pope shooting. It's going to be on James Harden. The Lakers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
One shot.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his defensive quickness sets him apart.
Nets trailed by 19. And stolen by James. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Here's Davis. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Davis has got 10 points now just in this quarter. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kentavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket on layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 26 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, this game has been a showcase of the Kings' talent, agility, power, and the shots keep falling. LeBron has the defense totally overwhelmed.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Hasn't been pretty anywhere for them, but I point to their weak inside defense more than anything else.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The forwards are LeBron and Davis. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Drummond in at the center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
James. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Durant. Baseline J on the way. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Harden driving in, and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And there's the pass to James. And they double up James. Drummond passes to James. Offline with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Shoutout sa iyo, Lods Luis Ababa Jr.
Irving kicks to
Salamat
KD.
sa like.
Irving a screen on James. And Durant, here we go. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And it's Schroeder missing. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Green with a screen for Irving. And there's the drive. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. James, a screen on Irving. Here's Schroeder. Connects from three-point range. Schroeder's got his third basket of the night right there.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Irving passes to Durant. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Lakers leading by 20. Schroeder with the ball. He's got 9. James with it. He's picked it. What a jam!
Are you kidding me?
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
And again, it's the Nets missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Bounce pass, Schroeder, 13 feet away. Drummond sets the screen for Schroeder. Good D by Irving. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Durant. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Pass to LeBron. Now Davis. Back to James. Three-pointer. And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, I tell you what, it's rare that you see a big man with offensive skills like Davis has. He is a talented, rare player.
Irving surveying the floor. Here's Harden. And oh, he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And how about their post play? I mean, they're getting good offensive execution on the low block.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. You throw good, James Harden. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. That's good from Harrell.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot.
Shoutout sa iyo, Lods Josh Makalipat. Salamat sa follow.
Wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Here's Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Free throw drops for KD.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times. One of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
And he makes both free throws.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Now, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
But they'll get another chance. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Shoutout sa you Lods, TD and Jollo. Salamat sa follow.
Shooter dishes to LeBron. For three. Offensive rebound. And the foul on Harden. And that'll be his third foul so far. And here's Schroeder. He's got 9. And he drives in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
KD draws the double.
Shoutout sa you Lods, Dodoy Salutin. Salamat sa follow.
Scores go. Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. And the Nets also making a change. Griffin's checked in from 13, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, he's become very reliable with that mid-range jump shot. The defense can't let him get comfortable from there.
Here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Passes it to Griffin. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. LeBron James on the wing. Latrey. Kuzma. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Active hands and really good energy pursuing the pumpkin there. Great hustle by Kuzma.
Pass to Griffin. He takes it in, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Kuzma finds Harrell. Shoots over Griffin. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they have the advantage. A big one in second chance points. Those extra possessions really help an offense, and it demoralizes the defense.
Davis against Griffin. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Irving's checked in for James Harden. And the free throw, no good.
You know, in this 21st century version of the NBA, just being big is not enough. Davis personifies the evolution of the big guy. He's got game from everywhere on the floor.
Brown, good. Now here's LeBron. He's got 36. He lobs it up. It's tipped. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first. Los Angeles making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Shoutout sa iyo, Lods Jesus Almorady Jr. Salamat sa follow.
Just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Lakers working the ball around now. Fires the three. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Here's Harrell. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Harrell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Big difference in second chance points, and that makes it tough.
And it's off the back rim. No good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
That one falls. James has got 12 points in just the second half.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You've got to wrap him up. You've got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And the pass to Horton Tucker. Back to James. They set the pick. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
The Lakers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in.
Shooting one.
.141 left in the third quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Irving. Again, Irving missing. The Lakers shooting an impressive 61% from the field in this third quarter. Horton Tucker, the pass to James. Harrell setting the pick for James. Loads it up there for Harrell. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Green with a screen on James. Irving. LeBron with the block.
This is what makes LeBron so special. He does it at both ends. Great tenacity on defense.
Kuzma outside. 44 seconds left to play in the third. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Outside Irving. Pass to Brown. Clock at 6. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
no matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
The dogged intensity Harrell has is just insane. And he uses all this energy to his advantage, particularly on the glass. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin. Johnson is out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Perry in at the 4.
Griffin created the space for that shot.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
McLemore, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Here's Harrell. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened. Oh, man.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Chioza passes to Shamet. Hits it from three-point range.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Harrell kicks to McLemore. Three-pointer. They get it back. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 15 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Passes to Griffin. Over Gasol. Griffin can't get it to go in. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Lakers. The 3-ball. Here's Gasol. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Here's Chioza. Pass to Shamet. Beyond the arc. Matthews with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Caruso. Tries yet again. And the layup is good. Caruso's got his first points in this one.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Chioza's shot is good. Chioza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings. The measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Now Harrell takes it inside, and Harrell shoots it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Harrell, and Harrell shoots it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Shamet, and the Nets another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Harrell high post. And Harrell slams it down hard.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Well, I tell you what, don't tell him. I mean, I want to see it again.
Chiozza, no good. Lakers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Gasol setting the pick for Harrell.
Shoutout sa you, Lods Eric Orling. Salamat sa follow.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Griffin, and Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Caruso, the pass to Gasol. To the right side. Here's Caruso, defended by Griffin. Now here's McLemore outside. A rebound by Johnson. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. There's the pass to Griffin. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Harrell kicks to McLemore. Fires from the wing. Offensive rebound. And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Chiozza. Pass to Shamet. Takes the three. Matthews with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Gasol passes to Caruso. Count it.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, in his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Passes it to Griffin. Into the lane, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
Back to Gasol. Pass to Caruso. Fires from deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Chiozza. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
The pass to Caruso. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process,
Shoutout sa
you
iyo,
went
Lods
through
Alex
and your son
Ramos.
Cole has gone
Salamat sa follow.
What are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
No
that long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday.
You got to have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Here's Chiozza. Pass to Shamet from downtown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Matthews has got 4 rebounds in this game. McLemore, the pass to Caruso. They set the pick. Back to McLemore.
Shoutout sa iyo, Lods Ging Aisan Amela. Salamat sa follow.
And cashes in on the second chance points.
Bam! Harold flying to the hoop, always giving max effort. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2-1 now. Got to be happy about that.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Pass to Shamet from deep. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Harrell. Here's Caruso. Floats it up there for Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Wesley, nice win after the last loss. How important is it to win these home games?
We need all of them. We need every single home win we can get. And like you said, it was a good bounce back win for us. And we got to get ready for our next game.
Great job, Wesley. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Curry inside. They're going to draw the foul, and it goes in. Now, the top of the backboard is in. Did it hit anything else? No, apparently not. Seeing the top 3 picks in the draft. James all the way. Reverse layup. The circus shot for LeBron.
Well, breakdown defensive. They had him on the side.
Mixed it on the reverse. Harden on a lead feed. Irving gets to the rim. Oh, beautiful English from Kyrie Irving.
Are you serious? That layup right there. Ball goes right between. Oh, 360. Oh, what an unbelievable move.
Most of the damage from the free throw line in the first half. Not the case here in the second. Rose spins, goes inside, up and under. Oh, sweet move from Derrick Rose. Final seconds. Knicks don't have a foul to give. And that will end the third quarter. It started. It's right now. Wow. Utah with the time.
Get back here.
Walker through the defense. Oh, lost his balance. Throws in a prayer. And San Antonio seesaws back in front with that score. KD in the bounce to Kyrie. How about that impossible shot off the top of the window?
Man,
Together for the most part. Now he goes. And oh my goodness, what a basket. Jamal Murray. How'd he get that one to go as LeBron quick.
Got a 10-set game difference, the 360. Okay,
Shoutout sa iyo, Lods Bernard Hernandez. Salamat sa like.
They've been costly. Oh, what a bucket down the baseline. Reverse it. Up and in by Monk.
Warriors have missed 6 of their last 7 during this run. Curry, oh my goodness, what a finish by Stephen Curry.
Now Mitchell, he's got a crease. And Carlson all on the reverse. That wasn't easy. He looked like he wanted to pass it the whole way, and then
Morant. Oh, sweet move from John Morant. Right around Mitchell Robinson.
hanging and banging that time.
Cradling it with the one hand. Dennis Smith will step back. His big extension is summer. They'll start 2019 is Irving. What a move by Kyrie Irving. They're going toe-to-toe now. Rose deep in his bag. Like the fries are at the bottom. Wow. Limited to shooting range one. Evans guarding, attacking, pass, and a great finish. You want to talk about nifty for Ferguson with Mike Jones.
With his athleticism, he has those opportunities. You let him,
and he gets it on the way down. Spectacular play by Donovan Mitchell.
That's 7 straight. And I think what happens is everybody watching those things. So I got to be able to coach you and tell you when you're not getting it done.
Whoa! Kyrie Irving, some razzle-dazzle on a beautiful advanced feed.
Good grab.
So a reload here for Brooklyn. Hollis Jefferson takes it in. Oh, acrobatic play. RHJ to the rack.
Heady, understanding where the defense was at.
The expectations of the season high. Look at Paul scooping. Oh! It hit the rafters and dropped. Oh, fun to see that. Oh, man.
Rejected by McGee. James goes behind the back and then reverse layup is good. And James.
Shoutout sa iyo, Lods Dodong Alcosiba. Salamat sa follow. Shoutout sa iyo, Lods Winher Con ato. Salamat sa follow.
Impose himself on the game, but this is the
Shoutout sa you, Lods Ili Buendia. Salamat sa follow.
What we're seeing this last 2 minutes.
Extra possession for the home team. Malik. Hung in the air for a good 4 seconds.
DeRozan. Oh, look at that. What did we just see? What a play.
No foul called there. Now TBJ steals it. Ish running the floor.
Shoutout sa you, Lods Alj Batis Batusan. Salamat sa follow.
Gets too deep. Basically no chance. Butler the step on Ingles, and how about that? Gets us started, and a rousing cheer from the crowd here at Wells Fargo Center for Jimmy Butler.
Coach can say stay focused, but look at that move. What a move. Went to the left hand and flipped it in.
15 points now. Brown.
maneuvering around the defense, taking a tumble. AKC Thunder, smaller group. Sandwiched between Ito and the backup Oladipo. And the corkscrew it up and in. Oh, what a layup. Hang time. Garland got inside Smart, banked the pass to Allen, and he puts it up and in. A gorgeous bucket by Darius Garland. Dance on him, young man. Satoransky. Oh, what a reverse by Sato. And a foul.
And thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. I'm Brian Anderson. With us tonight, two great basketball minds, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Also, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Monday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Before we get going here, we have time for a pregame courtside report. Allie LaForce, it's all yours.
Well, we know Anthony Davis is a monster around the rim, but he's looking to expand his comfort zone. He said, quote, "I want to be able to stretch the floor. As a big, that's where the game's going. If I'm open, I'm going to shoot it. No hesitation." Guys, he's got the range.
Oh, no doubt about that, Allie. Thank you. Nothing more exciting than opening day in the NBA. Grant, how pumped are these players?
These players are super pumped. All the hard work in the offseason, working on improving your game, becoming better. You have a chance to show it right now, opening day. Of course, it's a long season, but the journey begins now.
And the Lakers starting five. LeBron is the 3 with Davis in at the 4. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nets, Blake Griffin out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's James Harden. And it's Irving in at the point. James outside. Up top, Schroeder. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
On the wing, Durant. Back to Harden. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide open man.
James, a screen on Irving. Schroeder passes to Davis. Ooh, the turnaround jumper, count it.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Outside Durant, three-pointer. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
You see how quickly Durant sets up for the catch-and-shoot shot, giving the defense no chance.
Pass to James. Nice D from Durant.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Off target from three-point range. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Davis finds James. Shoots over Durant. James can't get it to go.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Three-pointer, Harden. Rebound by the Lakers. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Well, the length and lateral quickness of Kevin Durant, it's what makes him an impactful player on both ends of the court.
And what I love about him, BA, is that Durant can defend in the paint and on the perimeter equally as well. He also has great timing when challenging shots. And lately, he has received more credit for his defense, but you feel like he's still slipped on just a little bit.
This is where LeBron is so dangerous. Has the size, has the vertical to kill you from mid-range.
Pass to Griffin. Now here's Harden.
Shoutout sa iyo, Lods Kevin Ubaldo. Salamat sa follow.
So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And right now, if you're the defense, you gotta be careful. Harden excels at finding ways to get to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Shoutout sa iyo, Lods John Rynan Bolaños. Salamat sa follow.
And he sinks the second. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. James outside. Shoots over Durant. And James gets it to go.
A threat from every spot on the floor. LeBron still probably the toughest cover in the league.
Pass to Durant. And he drives in. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got 5 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is James. Back to Schroeder. For 3. No good there. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. Irving with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Harden. And it's Harden with the big finish.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision. and his willingness to share the basketball.
Outside Schroeder. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Schroeder. There's the three. Griffin pulls down the board. And here's Irving. Really played well against Phoenix in his last game. Durant against James. Durant, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Here's Schroeder. The shot off that time. Ooh, good D by Irving. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Pass to Harden. Drives to the hoop. And yep, it's good. Harden's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. The Lakers trail. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
James passes to Drummond. Here's Caldwell Pope. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Offensive rebound. It's tipped.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
Oh, got that one up quick.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And the Lakers call time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
All right, now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past few months for James Harden.
And we've seen his rebounding improve during the last several months. He seems more aggressive and assertive at getting after it and trying to make a real effort on the glass.
Brooklyn on D. James outside. Shot to end the cold streak. And James Harden pulls it down. The Nets have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Griffin passes to Harden. Griffin, a screen on James. From deep three-point range. Harden can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Irving against Schroeder. Outside Davis. Oh, great D that time from Griffin. The Nets with a lead. Pass to Irving. Over Schroeder. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Griffin. Irving's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
James passes to Schroeder. This is another. He's 0 for 4.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
And here's Griffin. Back to Irving. Fires for 3. That shot off the mark. And the Lakers going the other way now. James outside. Davis down low. He's guarded by Irving. And it's blocked by Irving.
How about that? I mean, if Irving's blocking shots, that's a great sign for this team.
Outside Durant. Fires the 3. The Lakers with a rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Schroeder passes to Davis. James outside. Davis a screen. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. And the Nets making a change here. Harris is checked in. Here's Irving. Pass to Durant from deep. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Gasol's checked in for the Lakers. Kuzma comes in for Schroeder. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Kuzma outside. Now here is James. Can they get it? Kuzma drives in, and it's good.